What's going on, Night Nation? What's up, YouTube? Hey, I'm up here at the top of, well, almost to the top of Donner Pass, and we're putting chains on. So remember, when you're out here in the snow, make sure you're dressed properly, nice and warm, and you know what you're doing. So in other words, practice. Don't come up here or any other big hill that you know could possibly have snow on it if you don't know what you're doing, okay? If you've never put chains on before, if no one's ever showed you the right way to do it, if you've never driven in adverse conditions, you know, just park the truck. So, right now, California is at, well, at least for Donner, this section of Interstate 80 is at minimum chain requirements. And every state has different chain requirements, so make sure whatever road you're on, you check for that state's requirements. So let me turn my headlight on here. Another thing, get you a headlight. Always good to have a headlight because, you know, sometimes these lights out here don't work, or you're stopped in a place where there is no light and it's real hard to see. You don't want to be fumbling with your phone in the snow that's on the ground. So anyways, minimum chain requirements. We're only going to put chains on our drives and set on the trailer as well. But full chains, you're hitting all these drives and the back set. So, but like I said, every state's different. And make sure when you guys see that sign, it says chain inspection or chain services, you got to stop. Make sure you stop. I mean, that's worse than running a scale house, man. Come on. Now, when you're up here in the snow, remember, you only want to have to do this once. You don't want to have to keep moving your truck all around. You don't want to be trekking around in this slush that's on the side of the road, getting your feet all wet, getting the inside of your truck dirty. So make sure that you check your chains, okay? Check them before you pull forward. Okay, before you pull forward or backwards, whichever way you decide you're going to do it. But make sure you check them all before you do that. That way you don't have to do it again. That way you're not back and forth, wasting time playing around in the mud. But make sure you're doing it right, because this muck that's up here, it ain't fun. It gets in your dang shoes. You know, so twisted around. Make sure when you put your chains on, let me see if I can find one. Let me grab one of my ones that ain't on so I could show you guys. But these teeth right here, I guess we need a little bit of light. Hold on. These teeth right here, these ones, you want to make sure that those are faced out, because if they're in, they'll cut into your tire. So make sure you put them on the right way. All right, so we got our chains on the truck. They're not tightened down yet, but they're on the tires. So you want to remember when you put the chains on that all these, I call them cambers, make sure those are out. Okay, make sure that these teeth right here are out. You don't want them digging into the rubber. Okay, so make sure those are facing out. And then before you go to pull forward, always check and make sure everything's clear and out of the way. I know it's probably hard to see on the video, but I'll show you guys better when we're down on dry land. So let's pull forward and fasten these babies up. Get the heck out of this snow. YouTube, Behind me is the Reno yard. Soon to be shop is right there. This is a relatively new facility right here. They moved from across the street basically, but that's going to be the shop up here in Reno. And you got the dirt path. What's going on YouTube? What's up, Knight Nation? So I'm here in the Reno terminal with our safety manager and driver development manager, Andrew Siefert.
Hey guys.
And so we want to give you guys a few tips for the end of the year to make sure that things are up to date. So what's the number one thing that people need to remember?
Yeah, guys, want to make sure you guys are making sure the permit books are up to speed. Checking. We got some new permits coming out beginning of the year. Also, get your IFTA sticker at your terminals, and the IFTA permit will be coming out shortly there. Generally, it's right around the first of the year, within the first week. Of course, you guys know with winter right now, just make sure that you guys are safe as possible. You got all the equipment on the truck. Your chains are good. You've got extra chains. You're talking to your DMs about the route, about the load, making sure that you got extra food and water on the truck. Blankets, making sure that when you're getting to the shops, you're making sure that you're checking your bunk heater. Wipers are good. Reservoirs are good. Tires are good. Thorough pre-trips. Can't emphasize that enough, guys. Got to have thorough pre-trips. We're getting nailed on CSA points lately. It's just really just unacceptable. You guys got to take your time and make sure that equipment's in good working order and that we're just not pencil whipping it. So
make sure you guys are prepared when you're out there, especially the winter storms in the mountains and things like that. You get into colder temperatures up north, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, over on the East Coast.
Donner Pass. It's a big deal.
So, and make sure, another thing, I was chaining up last night, so make sure you guys are careful when you're chaining up. Make sure you're watching the other drivers. Try to stay as far off the road as possible, not too far to where you're going to slide off, but don't be out in the middle of it, because someone's going to come through, not see you, it's dark.
Face traffic when you can,
yes.
Especially when you're putting on the trailer. Obviously, with the side skirts now in the trailer, it makes it difficult. You don't really have an escape zone, so it's real important to make sure you're checking the traffic as well. Face the traffic.
And be on the lookout. Andrew's going to start putting safety clips on the Knight Nation page from henceforth.
Yes. Want to give you guys as much as we can. More than welcome to call me at any time. Again, I'm Andrew Siefert, Safety Driver Development, Reno, Nevada, and call me anytime. There's a lot of good information I can give you, and if I don't know it, if I don't have your answer, I'll get the right answer for you. We got a lot of resources at Knight, a lot of good people on our safety team. So stay safe out there, guys, and do a good job. All right.
Let's go check in with the DMs. So I kind of wanted to give you guys an inside look at orientation. Okay, because a lot of people talk to DMs. Ours are busy right now, so I'm going to hit them up in the morning probably before I leave. But this is the orientation room here in Reno. Okay, look at that. Look at this right here. Boom. Huge TV. But I mean, I show everything. So look at that. And the chaining video is coming too. I just kind of got wrapped up in some other stuff today, but Knight uses a Smith system, you know, all these kind of things, all the stuff that you go through and you learn while you're in orientation. And orientation is normally only 3 days, and it's paid. So, I mean, what do you have to lose? But Reno, number one. And right now, the Reno terminal is basically under construction. This is kind of just a little vending room that we have here with the TransFlow and everything, but it's under construction because, I mean, it's new. This building hasn't been in Knight's possession very long, but they're talking about doing showers, laundry, big driver's lounge. We're gonna blow Vegas out of the water. So look out, Vegas. All right, guys. Now for the TV magic. Okay. So on the back of your TV, I'm using my headlight here to see because it's, it's darker under the bunk. But on the back of your TV, somewhere you have these mounts. Okay, for a TV mount. And there's the TV mount that I have now. All this is a wall mount, a regular wall mount, okay? And a wall mount usually has two brackets. It has the bracket that goes in the wall, and then the bracket that goes in the TV, and then they mount together, all right? But basically what I did was, instead of putting all 4 of the screws into the TV, because that's where the 4 screws would be, because you got these 2 empty slots, I just scooted it up and put the 2 in the top, okay? So now, on the side, let me see if I can turn it. On the side, you see that it's got this, this is where it would mount into the part that you put on the wall, okay? So now you just take this edge, and it acts like a little hook, and you hang it on here. Just hang it on the, the cubby hole right there, okay? So these 2 little guys hang on there. Alright, so it's kind of like this right here, and they hang on there, and the TV hangs. Now, I always take my TV down before I drive, because I'm not mounting it to the truck, it's just hanging there, because we're not allowed to modify the truck or anything, but I can hang that there because I'm not drilling any holes, or it doesn't do any damage or anything like that. It just hangs there while I watch TV. Then when I'm driving, I take it down, lay it on the bed, and roll. So hopefully that helps you guys kind of understand how I have my TV mounted, because I've got a lot of questions about it, but it's actually not mounted, it's just hung there, and it's only hanging there when I'm watching it, not when I'm driving. So there you go, guys, and like I said, I'm going to do a really full in-detail chaining video, but hopefully some of the tips that I pointed out while I was chaining up will help you guys. Remember, always make sure that the teeth on those chains, on those hooks, are faced out. You don't want them digging into the rubber. And make sure your cambers are always out. You don't want them behind the tire, because then you're not going to be able to do it. So make sure those are out, and when you turn that wrench, that chain wrench, you know, kind of do it in an X pattern, you know, starting like the top left or whatever, and go opposite until you get them all. That way the chains aren't on there crooked, they're on there nice and secure. And don't forget the bungee cord on the extra stuff. Or you can buy those weird looking octopus bungee cord deals that go on your chains. But other than that, you guys take care. I'll talk to you later.